Patriarchy.
I want nobody coming out the comment section come talk about the police to take time with him head. I can tell him exactly what him do. The police in St. Anne's yesterday morning arrest a man for breaking into a church and attempting to steal equipment. Them should also about him head back. You see it? We're not come and talk about them to take time with him head. He's expected to be charged instead of slap where charge and not charge him. It's reported that the man entered through a rear window and proceeded to help himself to food items in the refrigerator. It's further reported the man then took up an equipment and attempted to place it through the window, but was stopped in his track by passerby who raised an alarm. The police came to the scene and the man was discovered locked inside a bathroom. The man was subsequently taken into custody. Residents claim the man is a serial thief, you understand, and express relief over his arrest, but them vex him never get slapped. I slap the police, them for slap him. Police do the job next time.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Then look how this one here gonna lick people and them head side this morning. It's hard to appreciate your life when your reality is challenging. However, make peace with where you are while working on where you want to go is important. It's not about settling for your life, but be open to solution through a positive attitude. Appreciate your progress and release control of your peace. Trust you are always moving forward. Remember, this is good now. Remember, when you ask, you must first believe it will be given. Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. Get up and find myself alive this morning. Every day above ground is a blessing. How awesome it is to be amongst the living. And surely, not amongst the dead. People, give thanks to life and the gathering. You understand? Because another man on the road dead. Me I tell you the truth. But I'm not ready to go up there so yet, you know. Me not ready to go up there so yet. Because I don't know how one community can have so much done. Every year, every month. One dad from round the road dead. Anyway, I can start the news right or so. A flight attendant was arrested after she reported held at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on Tuesday, attempting to smuggle cocaine. The 47-year-old woman who reportedly owns dual U.S. and Jamaican nationalities was detained after cocaine valuing US $75,000 was found in her luggage, police said. It was reported that around 12:30 p.m. the woman arrived at the airport and was attempting to board a departing flight to New York. During search procedures, the cocaine, which weighs approximately 1.5 kilograms, was found concealed in her luggage. Operative assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Narcotic Division arrested the woman on reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Her identity is being withheld pending further investigation. Anyway, now people, let me tell you what I want for ID now. You understand? From a woman who carry drugs to one drugs dealer. An alleged drugs dealer who is wanted in the United States in connection with the 2002 murder of rival drugs dealer was nabbed early yesterday morning. Yes, people. 41-year-old fugitive Kenroy Hyde, otherwise called Sharky, is to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court today. Yes. Never gonna extradite him. Yes, man. Just send him back to Uncle Sam. We don't want him out there. Hyde reportedly fled the United States in 2006 and was in Jamaica operating as a taxi driver. Cocaine business guy, you understand? Boy can't sell no more drugs if you drive taxi. How the mighty has fallen and more people for fall to, but we soon talk about them. It was captured yesterday during an early morning snap raid carried out by a team from the St. Catherine South Division and the Jamaican Fugitive Apprehension Team at his home. Guess which part him live, people? Guess which part him live? Only they feel like a joke, man. I can tell you over there, so I'm big old lot to get up. No joke. right over Portsmouth in a Portmore St. Catherine, the old dirty ghetto. An investigation by the New York City Police Department alleged that Hardy was part of a drug crew that planned and executed the shooting death of Altari Fenton on March 27, 2022 in New York. A warrant for his arrest for the murder was issued by the United States District Court of New York last July. And now, we don't find him in Jamaica. Send him back to Uncle Sam, make him go right up, let's go eat for them food. We don't want him down here. None at all. If we never send him back in our box, we send him to. Anyway, now people, when in a gunshot, our accident. Man dead with a grand spend, but I will forget the picture and the full name, so I can't give you the full details. But I'm giving the full details of the accident, now, man. A motor vehicle accident in St. Mary on Wednesday left one man dead and 2 other nursing injury. That is Leroy. Yes, people. Leroy Jones of an unknown address. We all know him about and which part they live. One and two people from the community, I say, my view, I ain't caring live still, you know. I don't really feel say I ain't caring live, but anyway. Jones was sitting in his understation wagon, which was parked along the main road in a westerly direction when an Honda Civic motor car traveling in the opposite direction collided in the back of the parked vehicle. Jones and his passenger and the driver of the Honda all suffered injuries. They were taken to the Anatomy Hospital, and guess what, people? Guess what? 2 of them go for treatment and 1 go for lay down for ice, which is Leroy. Just like that in a paper, the man has speed and kill off Leroy, you know. Leroy just dead, just like that. Hey, so like coming there right there, so let me just go up a Mansion Hill, just for a little bit. 1 9mm Ruger pistol with a magazine containing 29 rounds of ammunition was seized during an operation on the Hector Rivers Main Road in Mansion Hill, Portland yesterday. Report from the Mansion Hill police that about 4:20 p.m. lawmen were conducting operation in the area when a motorist was signaled to stop. He obeyed the police signal. Yes, people, he obeyed the police signal them. But see, as soon as the man foot touched the asphalt, running the man take faith, and the big idiot police must watch him and run so and attack. Couple him a run. That if some them fling 2 pepper grain or 5, me understand. I make 1 lick him in him head side. They just stand up and watch him and the man so watching the man is the box too heavy, you know. I run left the box. So the man just dash one box so him run with, and guess what? When the idiot police them from the Mansion Hill police station go up there, guess what they see night? They see the gun and ammo. But the man don't get way. The man don't get with scratch free. Just like that. Anyway, now people try go and power go on. Me say I go down the road and guess who me see? Me see Clifford over there, sir. Me see Diane over there, sir. And me see some whole heap of little dirty foot people. And yes, the girl them is already feel up. Me see her too. You understand? And the whole of them come out and attack. Yeah, man, the whole of them come out and attack, you know, because police them running pan the cult again. The police them running pan yet another cult church. I don't know why them not throw one bomb over that, you know. Anyway, here we go and power go on. So Clifford, how am I going to really decide to go down there yesterday morning now?
And it was as a result of credible information received by ourselves that children are being held at that location and were deprived of several issues, basic amenities, formal education, which is the location is not so registered as a registered educational institution. They were not being immunized as is so required by law. They were housed in a communal living that is not conducive to the well-being of the children. Those who attained the age of 16 were forced marriage in inverted comma because the person who conducted the ritual is not a registered marriage officer. They were being physically, emotionally, and verbally abused when infractions were identified having committed by them, among other atrocities that were made known. I'm almost certain that the adults themselves will be spoken to, will be interviewed, because there are several breaches that were identified, which I can't go into at this time because they were uniquely identified by the respective state agency, whether it's Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, the CPFSA. I would rather those agencies to give a formal report as to the specific breaches that have been so identified by them, because those might be the subject of charges going forward.
I know that 22 children were removed from the compound this morning, along with family members and supporters, and that the processing and the assessment to see whether or not there is any basis for sustained concern is underway. That's all I will say at this time. There had been information that was the basis for the concern. Not anything definitive, of course, because when you get information, it triggers a process. You don't just assume and arrive at a conclusion without having engaged a process. And so because children were included in that discussion, certainly as children's advocate, it's something that did catch my attention.
So this morning really was about doing the necessaries to have the inquiries made and thereafter to determine what happened. There were some children who were processed, having been taken from the compound and placed before the court so that the court could make an inquiry, and we will determine the next steps after that process goes through. But I want to stress that these are allegations at this stage, and so there are no findings or firm positions. It's really just that, of course, if that kind of report comes to the fore, there is an obligation on the stakeholders to make the relevant checks. And so that was what this morning was about. Because people have certain fundamental rights. People have certain decisions that they take in terms of parental responsibility on how they rear their children. So unless you have a basis upon which to shut down, so to speak, or to separate families, that's not something that's done very lightly at all. And so the responsible thing is that in the face of allegations, and what you have to remember is that the persons on the compound are saying that these allegations are not in fact true.
I'm always wondering what are they afraid of stepping in. Because when they step with the doctor, Pastor Smith, he was just supposed to go next door and check what is going on over there as well. And you need to talk to them and tell them to come and make regular checks, because after today, it's going to up my game. I've been living here maybe for 2 years now. And now and then I'll see like the older men walking with the girls, maybe 12, 13 years old. And they just walk and they look down, they don't hire anything.
I don't feel good about it. And no one that lives around here don't supposed to feel good about it. Because it's been there going on for the last couple of years, well, which when the first incident took place down there, no one was really, I could imagine it staying there so long without the government doing something about it.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sure by this everybody has heard the news that Casualty was raided and some 40 people were taken out of the house. You see this right here? I used to go to this church and none of this was here. For one, I can say I am very glad that they got arrested, because they're doing some craziness in the church. Sleeping with the kids, marrying off the freaking kids before time. Yeah? You know what? One of the pastors is even sleeping with his daughter. Feeling up in daughter and them something there. Yeah? I am glad I left. I am glad also that they got locked up. I hope they all get what is coming to them. And you, Sister Ulri, you most of all, I hope you get definitely what come to you. Kill your husband and there with the blood clot young boy after you take G's and P. You know what? I'm glad that they got them though, because guess what? Soon and very soon, this fortress that they're building, they're probably going to have to throw bombs in there to get them out, and you know there's going to be a bunch of casualty. But yes, I applaud that they lock them up. All of them. Lock them up and charge them. Disgusting. They are disgusting people.